welcome back to another edition of Neon Trash. I'm your host, Tommy the Hammer. Today in our solo flight review, we're going to be checking out this horror movie called Dawn of the Mummy. It's made by an American director, filmed in Egypt with Italian actors. Yep, that's definitely confusing. I've never seen this movie before, but I happened upon this copy at the local Cinema Wasteland Horror Expo, and it was only $3. I couldn't pass it up. I love old school mummy films, and this looks like it's going to be taking a nod from the old Italian zombie flicks. I can't wait to check it out. It definitely earned its place on the video nasties in the UK. So without further ado, motherfuckers, you guys know this routine. Check out that motherfucking trailer. Peep that shit. When we get back, you guys are going to know my opinion on the movie Dawn of the Mummy.
Dawn of the Mummy. Saphiramun, ancient pharaoh of Egypt, has slept for 3,000 years.
A mummy in an undiscovered tomb.
Only now to be awakened by invaders searching for his forbidden treasure. Dawn of the Mummy. What terror have these young Americans brought upon themselves? How will they escape the Pharaoh's deadly wrath? His armies rising from beneath the ageless sands to avenge their master's honor.
Help me, please! Help me!
Well, in the words of the old Captain Caveman, Unga Bunga. What a slog this was to get through. Somewhere in between the lines here is a horror movie that's waiting to break out, waiting to be freed, waiting to be done the right way, because there's potential here with Dawn of the Mummy. The director kind of comes at things from this classic early 1980s George Romero angle, and I gotta give him props for that, because a lot of mummy movies, especially from like the 60s and 70s, really went hard with the whole curse element and nothing more in terms of the horror. But with this movie, you get the curse element and you get some zombie cannibalism. Huh? That's pretty fucking cool, right? Well, that's where the fun stops, because this movie is about as entertaining as a limp noodle. A lot of it moves at a snail's pace, and most of the characters are just goddamn downright annoying. Most of them scream their bloody heads off. So the movie opens up in a very cheesy manner and then proceeds to slog along for like nearly 40 fucking minutes. I was bored, I was checking the time, I was drinking. No one wants to sit through an entire movie of, bad audio, bad lines, and bad characters just to get to a badass ending. So wrapping this up real quick, guys, Dawn of the Mummy is definitely a disappointment. It's not as good as the American zombie films, it's not as good as the Italian zombie films, and it sure as shit ain't as good as the European Hammer horror movies of the 1960s and 70s, the ones that were dealing with things like mummies and vampires and curses and all sorts of ghastly subject matter. This movie had potential. It was there, and it really could have been something that was special, something that people could have popped on after watching Fulci's like Zombie 2 or Romero's Dawn of the Dead. But as it is, this movie is just going to vanish into obscurity. I wasn't a fan of it, and I'm going to be pretty blunt here with my star count, guys. Kind of leaning towards 4.5, almost a 5. It's not a complete wet fart in the face, but it's pretty damn close, guys. I hope I've been informative. Until the next time, tune in to Neon motherfucking Trash. Good night, folks.